Hello, I'm Mick Peterson, the Growth and Development Director at Champion Fitness Physical Therapy, but I was also a coach for over 30 years at the high school level, both in football, basketball, and track. And I understand some of the things that coaches have to go through every year. One of the biggest things is that as a head coach, there are ideas and there are principles out there that we wish that we didn't have to worry about, but we know that we do. And we put together a list of these informational blogs using the athletic trainers on our staff here at Champion Fitness Physical Therapy to put up some ideas that we hope can help you become a better coach. Things that you should probably not have to worry about, but you do. The very first one that we're going to have is Luke Thompson, one of our athletic trainers, along with a student, and Luke is going to be demonstrating the proper techniques into taping the ankle. The ankle is oftentimes maybe not getting taped the way it should be. And this is going to be an opportunity for you, everybody, just get a refresher course or just at least get a basic understanding of how to tape that ankle just in case the need arises.
This morning we're going to cover the ankle tape job. This is one of the most common injuries in sports. Hopefully by learning to tape correctly, we'll avoid those nagging ankle sprains throughout the season. So first off, we're going to go ahead and start just below the muscle, the bed of the calf muscle, kind of where it starts to narrow out a little bit in the foot, as you can kind of see right around this area. Generally we start with pre-wrap. If you don't have pre-wrap at your school, you are more than welcome to go bare skin. If you do that, maybe apply some tough skin or something that would adhere the tape a little more to the leg. So you want to start at the top of the leg and just wrap nice and easy. You want to make sure the pre-wrap's coming off the bottom of the roll. It's easier to control that way. And you want to go all the way down the ankle, making sure that you leave no bare skin, and you want to avoid the pre-wrap rolling on you like it did just there for me. So we'll go ahead and keep rolling all the way down, and I'll come back and get the heel there. And you want to stop. You can kind of feel it just on the outside of that little toe, right at the head of that little toe there. And you want to come back around, and like I said, make sure you get that heel. That'll save you from having to tape blisters later on. And you can come back up and then end at the top again, making sure again you leave no bare spots on the foot whatsoever. So then with your tape, you want to come back through and again start at the top and anchor down where you left off so that that pre-wrap doesn't unroll on you. And the most important part is to avoid any creases. Now, to say that there's not going to be any creases in mine, I can't, but make sure that it's not real sloppy. And you want to roll all the way just with one strip. You don't want to go continuous because it'll start to become too tight on the athlete. So one strip and rip it. And you want to go down until you're just about at the Achilles there, and I did there. And if you do start to get a little bit of a roll, which isn't uncommon, just go ahead and try to rip that off. And again, making sure it doesn't allow any bare skin there. So then you want to come back down on the foot, and what this is going to do is it's going to give you a spot to kind of anchor things as we get further along in this. And again, with the tape, you want to end just a little bit short of that pre-wrap, because too much pressure here is going to cause the athlete pain and isn't going to do any benefit for them other than to cause them to come to you later for a retape. So next step here, you want to go ahead and apply your stirrups, and it's just like you see on those old baseball socks. They're going to come right along the side of the ankle bone. We're going to come underneath the foot and come up that side of the ankle bone. Now these are very important because they're going to avoid any of that inversion that you see in most of your ankle sprains. The guide here is to do, says to do about 3 or 4, so you want to start and hold and wrap. You always want to go medial, inside of the ankle, to the outside to avoid the internal rotation of that ankle or that inversion. You want to pull nice and tight. Smooth that out, again, with your anchors. That's why we put them in. And again, you want to do this about 3 or 4 times. Just for quickness purposes, we'll go about 3 here. And then once you get these in, to make sure that they're going to stay in place, you want to go with about another 3 or 4 anchors around the ankle. So to secure that into place. Now you don't have to go on the bottom of the foot because that's not where we hit there. So you just want to go around the top. Okay, just like that, just to make sure that you're nice and secure there. Okay, Go ahead and scoot back for me just a little bit, Linz. Now, here comes the tougher part. Again, you always want to go medial to lateral, and this is, again, going to secure that ankle from that inversion that causes those ankle sprains. So you start right on the top of the foot, right where your shoelaces would be in a normal shoe, and you come pulling laterally again towards the outside of the ankle. You come around, and you hit that same spot where you started your tape, and you come in behind, and then you come across again, and you pull that tape. Now, I generally do them continuously, but for demonstration purposes, we'll go ahead and do a couple of these. And again, right around where that shoelace would be, in behind the Achilles. And then you want to come up and over. Now, that was a heel lock there, and you want to alternate figure eights and heel locks just to make that secure. And you generally do, a couple of these. You don't want it to be very bulky. And then around the ankle and over. Okay. And two, you want to make sure when you're taping that you don't get a big bundle right here in the arch of the foot. That can cause quite a bit of pain. We're not doing too bad at this point right there, and you always want to check with the athlete and make sure that it's not too tight on them. And if it is, you need to loosen that up, because the toes turning blue are definitely not what you're looking for there. So now to end it, you want to go ahead and secure everything again with just some more anchors. These aren't going to provide a lot of support. They're just going to kind of make sure everything stays into place. You want to come back down around here, since we did a little bit of work down here this time. And that is your general ankle tape. Now, hopefully by doing this, you'll see us a lot less, and we'll see your athletes a lot less other than on the field. So keep everybody happy and healthy.
We hope that you enjoyed this first edition of our series of informational blogs. Drop us a line at www.champfit.com on the Contact Us page if you have another idea that you'd like to see out there. Be looking for a new installment within the next couple weeks.